Hi, it's Louisa here. This is totally weird for me because I'm not used to talking in front of a camera, but here we go. Now, I've got it propped up, so it's totally bizarre because it's on this phone, so it's not very professional, but anyway, we'll give it a go and hopefully it'll be alright. So I got tagged by Kitty Scrapper, Nancy, thank you, to answer these questions, and so hopefully it won't bore you to tears. So the first question was, how long have you been scrapbooking for? Probably officially I've been scrapbooking for since about 2008, 2009 I think, but I've always done, you know, little bits of scrapbooking. I used to have pen pals, remember the day when we used to write letters? So I used to keep all their letters in a scrapbook. And that was like when I was 10 and 11 and stuff like that, so it's been always through. And now I make little scrapbooks for my son with pictures of cars and stuff like that, and he hops into bed and reads these little exercise books with these you know, pictures and stuff on it, so that's pretty cool. Where do you scrapbook? In the lounge we have a big scrapbook table, and it has all my stuff on it. I don't have a craft room, I don't have a space, I just have the lounge where we have the table set up, and it has all my papers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much where I scrapbook. And when do you scrapbook? I mainly scrapbook in the evening, but if the kids are home or whatever, I'll just scrapbook when they're home and when they're playing the computer or watching telly or something like that, and I'll just scrapbook then. A favourite tool or product or go-to product? My paper trimmer is definitely my favourite tool. I've only been scrapbooking a lot relatively in the last, you know, few years, so I've not actually gone through that many products, and I don't actually have much money to spend on stuff, so I don't actually buy a lot of stuff. So my favourite tool is definitely my paper trimmer. And a tool that I wish I didn't buy, I don't actually think I have anything. But learning all about you guys with your crickets and things is saving me a lot of money, because I'm thinking, shall I buy one? And I don't think I will at the moment. What is your style of scrapbooking? I like it when someone commented and made the comment about experimental. I definitely am experimenting. If I see people's scrapbook pages and I think I'm going to have a go, so I'm going to have a go at that. I also think that I like nice clean pages, I think. I don't like a lot of clutter on them, but in saying that, I love watching everyone's pages with so much stuff on it, and I think, why can't I do that? Because I'd like to do that, but when I go to do it, it doesn't look the same for me. So I think too, your style changes, so what I like now might not be what I like down the line. So yeah, I like to change, I like to give things a go. And how do you get your ideas and get inspired and stuff? Definitely YouTube. Since I've been watching YouTube, I've had tons of ideas. I have a notebook where I write all my ideas down, because I don't want to forget any of them. I have idea books that I look at through Close to My Heart. I have idea books, and yeah, so basically get inspired. And off Facebook, Nicole Jones 911, heaps and heaps of great layouts there, just love it. Looking for more people to watch. Really? I watch tons of people, so I'm always looking for new people, but I've got so many people on my subscription list that I sort of wonder, is there a room for anyone more? Of course there is, there's always room for one more. I just watch everyone, like I've written a list of all the tags and stuff and made sure that I watched every one of you guys and have loved watching all of you guys. They've just been great. But of course I'm getting more and more ideas. Do you have a monthly budget and where do you buy from? I'm a consultant with Close to My Heart, so I have customers that buy off me, and that is fortnightly, and so I kind of top up a little bit then, but it won't be that much because I don't actually have a lot of spare cash to spend. So a monthly budget, gosh, I don't know, anything from 20 to 50 to, if it's $100 a month, I'll be thinking that I've won the lotto, and that's New Zealand dollars, which is quite a bit different to US dollars or the British pound. Yeah, and I buy off the Close to My Heart website. I also buy off websites, you know, I have not bought anything other than off Close to My Heart, really, and everything else I've had for years and years and years, so I don't have much new stuff. I have a lot of old stuff that I like to recycle. Do you take classes for mixed media or do you learn on your own? I learn off YouTube, and all you guys that are doing mixed media, I don't take classes, I haven't taken classes. Learn on my own, give it a go, experiment, have a bit of fun, get dirty, get messy, loads of fun. Do you have a photo printer or do you print your photos from outside? I don't have a photo printer. I have a regular printer that can print photos, but mainly I get my photos printed from outside because here in New Zealand it's a bit cheaper that way. Yeah, it turns out to be a lot cheaper that way. Has someone ever hired you to scrapbook? Yes, one person, talking to some mums at school, and they wanted to make something for their family for Christmas in Ireland, and they wanted to do it. I said, you can do it, it's easy peasy, you just do this, da 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 da. They said, how about you do it for us? And it is really hard to do someone else's memories, someone else's stories. So it was a pocket album. I just decorated it. They gave me some photos. I threw some photos in and decorated it. They really loved it, which was the main thing. The amount, I found it really hard because she's a friend. It was so hard to charge for it, and I really didn't want to charge at all, and she sort of insisted that I charge her for it. So I think that including all the product and everything, I think I charged, it was $100, which I felt quite guilty about, but yeah, it is hard to do it for other people, and I guess it just depends on what your friends want, really, if you want to do it for your friends or whatever. Favourite technique? I like using up scraps. I tend to be, I hate waste. It's alright, there's a helicopter going over and the dogs are barking. So I don't know what you can hear, but there's a helicopter's going over quite low and the dogs are barking because of it. I like using up scraps. I hate waste, and so I try and use scraps as creatively as I can. I'm going to start an art journal so that I can put my scraps on the paper. If they're too many on the scrapbook page, I'm going to try art journaling for that same reason. So I think my favourite technique is just using up scraps. I like doing sewing now. I quite enjoy doing a bit of that. Stamping, I love stamping. Yeah, I think those are my favourite. Any other hobbies? Yes, I knit, I read, I cross stitch, I do a little bit of drawing, have my kids, play on the computer. So, and lucky last question, if anyone wants to start scrapbooking, what would you suggest? I really like all the ideas that you guys have all brought out about, especially about the kit. I think that's a fabulous idea if you can come across a really good kit that has all the products in it. I think that's a really good thing. But also, like Nancy mentioned, this, the shipping, that's really expensive. Also, who else was it that mentioned the shipping too? Oh, Maggie Milo, yes, I was just talking about the shipping to Canada and stuff. It's also really expensive here too, and so kits can be quite expensive. So if you can get a kit, I think that's a good idea. But also get together with someone else that likes scrapbooking. Go on Facebook and find out if anyone likes scrapbooking, and you'll be surprised who likes scrapbooking. But that's kind of my suggestions really for that. So that's all my questions, all done and dusted. It's going to be interesting turning this off. You're going to see all sorts of the surroundings when I turn it off. But anyway, I've got a couple of people to tag. If you're watching this and you've not been tagged yet, consider yourself tagged. But there's a couple of names that I like. Carly Hamilton, I know that she's been busy shifting and all sorts of stuff, so she's not around at the moment, but and I know someone else has tagged her, but I tag her as well because she's awesome. Ellen H, I know that someone's tagged her. Well, I think someone's tagged her, but I also tag her as well. Kathleen Driggers, I'd love to hear more about you as well. So thank you to T Tuesday and Robin's nursing journey for starting all this. We've certainly learned a lot of interesting things from different people, hearing different accents and stuff. So, okay, well, I'm going to leave it now, and I'll talk to you later, and see you on the other side. Bye.